So how's it going, boss buddies? Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was very lucky enough to receive from Fragrance Du Bois. They sent me a whole bunch of samples, but they also sent me a small bottle of this one here, Oud Vert. So I'm going to be back in just a second with my full review. So welcome back, my name's Scott and I'm the Luxury Fragrance Boss. You're watching the Luxury Fragrance Boss channel. Thankfully tonight I have no little kittens running around me, so I don't have to worry about any distractions or anything like that, or anyone jumping up on my shoulder. As I said, a couple of weeks ago I received a nice little care package from Fragrance Du Bois. Which was, I couldn't believe the generosity of this company to send out what they did to me. First of all, I mean, they sent me samples like this of pretty much, I think, every scent that they actually do. So I'm looking forward to sort of really exploring through the entire sort of house collection with every single, like I say, every single scent that they do. In here's a little 2ml spray, so I'm really looking forward to those. They also sent me one of their pens as well. I've never seen these before. Something that sort of, it really sort of shocked me to begin with. I had absolutely no idea what it was. This is one of their nicest fragrances as well. This one that comes sort of highly recommended. This is Cedar Oud, this one here. Basically the way the pens work, instead of sort of having like a little travel spray or something like that, you pretty much just sort of press the button there. I won't do it now because it releases a little bit of perfumed serum onto the brush, and then you sort of dab it on in little spots. And you go away smelling nice and new, and that comes in like a little velvet pouch and stuff like that, and very well presented. On top of those though, they were incredibly generous enough to send me one of their bottles as well. And the one I got was Oud Vert, which comes in this wonderful presentation here. Beautiful sort of nice glossy black box, and inside that you've got, it kind of reminds me a little bit about the Killian presentations. Because of the red, I think the red lining inside. But yeah, beautiful red lining in a nice little black box with sort of beautiful sort of crushed velvet crushed black velvet box on the lining on the outside. And inside we've got this beautiful sort of this beautiful little 15ml bottle here. Now this one here goes for, in England, this one goes for about £115. I can't remember how much the 50ml is off the top of my head. I think they're around 300 and something pounds. And this one also goes for 125 euros in Europe as well. I don't know the price of them in the States. I've got to be honest, I haven't had a look. But I pretty much looked on their website and found out sort of where they were and sort of a little bit about the company and things like that. One of the things that most impresses me is this company started sort of around 10 years ago, and what they started doing is they wanted to make like sustainable oud. So they started planting trees like 10 years ago. This is where the journey for this company started. So they could pretty much grow their own oud, and it's a very high standard of oud that they're growing. So it's the fact that it's sustainable, and they're looking after it, and they're constantly planting and replacing and things like that. So they're, I mean, definitely an environmental company, and they are producing outstanding quality when it comes to fragrances. One of the nice little things as well I noticed, I wonder what was in, I thought was a little bit of information in here, but yeah, you got a little chip. Oh, let's get it out here. But yeah, with the bottles, you get this little pouch here. And it gives you a little bit of there's a little bit of information in there about the sandalwood and about the oud wood. And this one tells me, look, I got a little chip in here with some sort of oud and some grains in there. And then there's a little bit of information about the chip and where it came from and what particular batch of oud this one came from out there from their factory, which is pretty cool. Now let's get onto the fragrance itself. This really is a wonderful sort of smelling fragrance. Obviously, the oud is in the base of a lot of their fragrances, and it's 100% their own oud, as I said. But this one's just it is a very different, it is a quite strong fragrance, this one. Obviously it's eau de parfum, so it is quite strong, quite intense anyway. But going through the notes of this one, this really is a sort of well blended fragrance. And in the top notes, you've got Mediterranean bergamot, which you really do pick up. Madagascan ginger, which is definitely noticeable in there as well. You've got Sri Lankan cardamom. Then in the heart notes, you've got coriander seed, nutmeg, and the other one that stands out for me in the heart notes is geranium. And in the base notes, you've got oud, vetiver, cedar, and musk. And again, in the base notes, the oud and the vetiver are what stands out to me. So it's quite green. It's quite green smelling oud. Longevity of this one is absolutely fantastic. Some of you may have seen that I did wear this pretty much the day after I got it. I could not, I mean, if you had that sitting on your desk when you came into the office in the morning or wherever you keep your fragrances, would you be able to resist that if it was brand new sitting there? So no, I couldn't. So I wore it the very next day after receiving these, and I did really enjoy wearing it. It was quite a bit stronger than I was expecting. So it can, I'd say, sort of tread carefully when you're sort of spraying on. Try not to spray on too much because it can be a little bit heady otherwise. My wife absolutely loved it. I mean, my wife's a massive oud lover as well, but I mean, fantastic quality fragrance and a wonderful smelling fragrance as well. I know I think this is one of their most popular ones from what I've seen people posting on like Instagram and things like that, as well as the Cedar oud, of which I've got the pen in, and also a sample to wear in the near future as well. As I said, like projection, pretty good, pretty strong fragrance. Longevity, absolutely incredible. I could still smell this one the next morning as well after wearing it out for pretty much the whole day and the whole evening. So other than that, please let me know what your thoughts are on this house. I mean, this is a house that's getting talked a lot about recently. I mean, fantastic quality, and they deserve all the hype that they are getting, because I'm really looking forward to sort of exploring through. I'm being an oud fan myself. I'm really looking forward to getting through their collection, seeing what they've done with ouds in different ways, using it with all the different ingredients, because there's oud in every single one of their fragrances. So I'm really looking forward, as I said, to getting through those. Please let me know what you think about this house, if you've tried any fragrances from them. Otherwise, let me know which ones you'd be looking forward to trying. So you can leave them in the comments below. As usual, please like, comment and subscribe below and let me know your thoughts, as I said. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Luxury Fragrance Boss. That way you keep up to date with scent of the day, anything else that I've got going on. Don't forget to hit that notification icon as well, the little bell down there. That way you'll know anytime I'm releasing a new fragrance, so you can keep up to date with any of those. Other than that, stay smelling fantastic. I look forward to seeing you very soon in my next video, and thank you so much for watching.